Every single day, the vast machinery of the world's largest democracy relies on the rules etched into one specific document, the Constitution of India. We often picture the creation of these laws as a majestic, collective effort, a sweeping collaboration by a grand assembly of well-supported statesmen. The reality was far more isolated. Dr. R.Ambedkar wrote these laws while fighting an invisible war, carrying a burden that nearly broke him. Beneath the pristine ink of India's fundamental rights lies a record of agonizing physical decay, professional abandonment, and deep private tragedy. Understanding the human toll redefines the value of the rights you hold today. These laws are the record of a man who had to survive the process of writing them. Between 1947 and 1950, while the new nation was struggling to find its footing, Dr. Ambedkar's body was rapidly deteriorating. He was battling aggressive chronic diabetes alongside debilitating arthritis. The drafting process required relentless, grueling nights at his desk. Because he sat and worked for days at a time, his legs would swell so severely that standing or walking became nearly impossible. He pushed through burning fevers and sharp physical agony, refusing to pause the work for his own recovery. He made a deliberate choice to sacrifice his own physical health and lifespan to ensure the new republic had its legal foundation. On paper, the credit for this work belongs to the drafting committee, a body of 7 elite experts chosen to frame the law. Yet, as Assembly member T.T. Krishnamachari later admitted on the floor, this 7-man team was essentially a phantom. The committee disintegrated almost immediately. One member passed away, another moved to America, a third was fully occupied by separate political ambitions. With the remaining members frequently absent from Delhi, the functional size of the committee collapsed until exactly 1 man remained. This forced Ambedkar to act as the sole legal researcher, principal writer, and final editor for the legal framework of an entire republic. The world's longest constitution stands as the monumental output of a single, abandoned architect who bore the workload of 7 experts alone. The struggle shifted from the isolation of his desk to the brutal, heavily contested floor of the Constituent Assembly. Here, Ambedkar met fierce conservative resistance. He faced bitter criticism and the ugly reality of caste-based prejudice directly from the people he was working alongside. He stood his ground to secure radical protections for Dalits, marginalized classes, and women, refusing to yield to the pressure of the majority. While he was fighting these public ideological battles, a mountain of silent grief was crushing his private life. During the most intense years of the drafting process, Dr. Ambedkar lost several close family members. Faced with a fracturing personal life and a hostile society, he swallowed his own sorrow so that the families of future generations would be protected by the law. It took 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days of relentless exhaustion to produce the longest written constitution on earth. The basic liberties you exercise today, the right to speak, to vote, and to be treated as an equal, were paid for by his unseen suffering. As he handed over his life's work, Dr. Ambedkar left with a chilling warning about the document he had nearly killed himself to write. He warned that no matter how good a constitution is, if the people running it are corrupt, the constitution itself will prove to be bad. Honoring his sacrifice means taking active responsibility for protecting those laws. If this history of Dr. Ambedkar's struggle inspires you, please share this video, leave a Jai Beam in the comments, and subscribe for more deep dives into our history.